Good evening, guys. Good evening, everybody. How we doing? Sound check, mic check, vibe check, voice check. I'm losing my voice here. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, Gloria, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? So, I'm previewing this whole week, all of this slew of tools that you guys are going to get to see Saturday. Let me make sure everybody who's in the room is registered for my webinar. Let me, where's my thing? Here's the link. I'm putting the link in here. Everybody be sure to come register for my webinar. Make sure you get all the tools. These tools are all MetaTrader 5, MetaTrader 4. They're going to be fully compatible with the OLA platform. So really, really useful, I think, for you guys to use them. What you're looking at right now is the MetaTrader 5 version of my DOTS ORB levels indicator, the one that we're using over here, except the difference, of course, because MetaTrader 5 doesn't have any kind of graphic capabilities. We're just simply using it as a as numbers. So, you see, for example, that the ORB high is 44.84, right? Very close. We're very close to the high. Low is 44.60. And if we start breaking the high, you start to see it making a what do you call it? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me share. Do I have this? Where's my? I want to see something. Just 1 second. It's supposed to give me the. Where's the 200 SMA? Dodger Blue? Or maybe it's really, really high. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. So I was like, where is the SMA here? Hang on. Let me just go over here. Okay. So we're well above the 200 period SMA. So positive trend. So what we're going to see is any break to the upside, 44.84, somewhere around here. You're going to start to see like a big blue circle, which is the same indication in MetaTrader as like us challenging the highs of the Asia session. News is crazy, and what's even crazier is the absolute lack of reaction to it. I'm just really, really shocked. I guess maybe because the markets just don't trust anything. What's going on now is, I'm sure you guys have heard, apparently there's a possibility of a 30-day ceasefire negotiations in Islamabad about all the various points of contention. And all that sounds great, except there's also conflicting news saying Iranians basically giving the big middle finger to the whole idea and refusing to accept any type of negotiations. And there's apparently a huge struggle between the hardliners in the IRGC. There's also like just crazy news that one of the heads of the IRGC, by the way, as we're watching right now, we are on the verge of piercing the upper level of the ORB, which is also going to be evident if this happens. Will be evident on the charts, hopefully. So we're almost there. We need to see it break through. If we start printing on the future side, like around, well, not quite getting there. But if we definitively break to the upside to like the 44.90 level, you'll see how the signals, both in TradingView and in MetaTrader, are going to show us that possibility, and we can obviously trade that trade if it breaks out. So anyways, good morning, good evening, guys. As I said, just the news is absolutely insane because you seemingly have this market shattering news to which nobody's reacting because nobody believes that it's actually going to happen. And I think that's probably they say truth is the first casualty of war. I don't think that's ever been truer than in this conflict where nobody knows anything that's going on from moment to moment. I think the markets are clearly confused and just waiting to see if it's really true or not. If everything is great, it'd be amazing. We have a massive rally, risk returns, all those things happen. If it's a quagmire, it's a very ugly situation. If it's somewhere in between, nobody really knows. The only truth, the only real, I think, takeaway from a trading perspective is exactly what I've been saying, that only the trades at the extremes have any serious edge. So if you were trading ORBs today, if you were trading session highs today, all of those trades were very, very monetizable. Everything else, especially midday, was just a journey and random bill. So that's why we focus on the extremes, especially during times like this, to try to see if we get any kind of directional edge, either up or down on it. For now, the run to the ORB died, so no signals. But hopefully, we'll get a move. And if we do get a move, I'll be able to showcase both how obviously it's on TradingView, but also hopefully how it looks on MetaTrader, and you can see it. As I said, the MetaTrader version of the indicator simply shows you where the levels are, and then it's going to show you the breakout of those levels should that happen. As you can see, guys, I fixed all of the code, so now nothing is crashing. Everything is really looking good, and this is going to be part of some of the stuff that I'm going to be showcasing this Saturday. So come watch me for the ORB webinar. Since it's quiet night, I'm happy to answer any questions, anything on your mind. Feel free to ask away. If you're new, happy to discuss what we're doing. It's a chill night. We're going to take trades only that have signals, and if it's going to be quiet, it'll be quiet. We'll see what we can do. Of course, the session tonight is sponsored by our good friends at Ola Prime, which have massive discounts. Let me give you the links. Be sure to go get some accounts. As I've said this endlessly, if you open an account with Ola, send me a screenshot that you bought a challenge account. I will give you my amazing one-click trader, which lets you trade, stop, target, partial exit, reverse, do anything you want at a click of a button. And not even a click of a button, a click of a keystroke. So can I get the ORB? Yes, let me give you, here's the link to the ORB playbook, which is right here, that contains, all the key hours and sessions and everything else that we're sort of looking to do. Well, looks like we're maybe rallying up. Not quite there. Still trying to just tickle it. We're going to watch the TradingView indicator just because I want to see. I want to see if if we get a runner here through these levels. Very, very quiet, reticent trading here. Well, the interesting thing, Chill Dude, is that I've actually created an ORB algo that I'll be showcasing at the webinar. So there's literally a full functioning algo. Well, this actually reminds me that I will be showcasing that you guys can get a chance to see. All right, so why is this not working? Why is this not? Whoa, we're breaking up, right? I'm going to take this trade. I don't know, for some reason it's not showing me the move, but we're clearly having a big move. So we're going to take this move here on the close. We have 25 seconds left on the candle. So I'm going to wait for the candle to close as always, just to make sure we get the proper level. The stop is going to be underneath all of these levels for a move. So I'm going to get long here. Oh, it's really, really rocking. So I guess they're breaking out through all the ORB levels. I don't know why it's not showing on the indicator. Okay, so we're long here. Stop is right underneath all these session lows. Oh, there it is. It finally gave us that signal. So that's the ORB session break, right? And we'll see now if we can get some continuity into the secondary push in the ORB level. The only thing about this particular breakout is it's a massive, massive candle. And as always, the beautiful thing about this indicator is we can scale out by quarters. So, if we get upward movement, we can scale out quarter if it works. That was a big move. That was a really big volatile move. Why is this not? That's weird. Maybe something in my settings is not right. Huh. That's weird. I don't know why it's not showing up. It does show up on the MetaTrader. All right, we'll trade this. We'll hang tight, see how well it trades. Hopefully, it's not a full fake out. It was a big sweep though. Just going to take a look at this and try to understand what's going on here. Yeah, this is correct. This is. Maybe it's waiting for confirm up. Huh. Anyways, big sweep up to the upside. They took out the 4,500. Let's see if we get any further push. Let's see if we can push gold higher. Let's see how it looks on this. All right, getting into it. So just to show you how cool this indicator is, I can just literally scale out by quarters here. So I can close quarter, still leave 3 quarters. Oops, and now I actually closed quarter and got break even. I just basically made a tiny bit of money. I could have let it run a little bit more, but this was a really big candle up. So when it kind of came to the recovery level, I didn't know how much more juice there was. The only way I don't like big breakout candles is when they're so large that all the profit is essentially the candle. If this candle was like about this big, half big, we would have the full run. I'd be able to scale out beautifully, but it kind of ate all the profit within the candle body. So another great thing about this tool is you can see, you can take a partial profit, it immediately goes to break even. So if it starts to slide against you, you lock in your profit and you're good to go on the trade. Although, we'll see if the trade does a little bit of continuity here. Here's the VWAP on gold. Greatly, highly up against it. Asia session high, we're going to take another trade here. It's going to make an Asia session high. We'll buy this. Again, still stay underneath here. Maybe we'll move up. The other cool thing is I introduced actually price levels. You can actually put a physical stop underneath here. So let's say you wanted to put a stop, I don't know, at 4484, right? Watch this. And you can just modify the stop over here. And the stop is moved by actual numbers, not by points. So it's very cool. You can kind of put a more granular stop on this thing, granular if you wanted to. Anyways, it might fade. I just, this trade I'm just sort of doing almost for demo purposes because it didn't hold the Asia session high. No, it only held the Asia session high here. So for us, to really enter this trade, it should have held it. I sort of rushed the trade, but I'm going to stay in it because I think we have a significant amount of chance to go to the upside here. So let's see if it wants to run a little bit further up. Our exit is around 45.04 on cash. So no, Peter, I don't know. No, just email me right now, and I'll tell you if I'm getting. Just say, email check. Just email it to me. Because I don't think I've seen any emails from you in a long time. And I'll tell you if it came in because I'll look on off screen here. Okay. So we get up to about 502. I'm going to show you how I'm going to scale out in quarters, right? On the trade. Forget about 502. 502 on the offer is actually fine. Let's see if we're going to run here. There we go. Close quarter, close quarter, and now I'm at break even. And I've gotten rid of a quarter of my position, but half my position. Maybe I can do even 3/4 of position, right? And now I'm just holding. Worst that happens to me is break even, and if it goes to target, it goes target. See how fast I was able to offload my inventory? It's impossible for you to do this without this tool, and the tool is totally free. Now, okay, it retraced back, but I captured 3/4 of my profit with zero risk. Whereas everybody else, by the time you decided to get out of this position, you would have already been net negative in the position. And by having this quarter scale out, I was able to, virtually every single trade I take with you guys, I'm able to capitalize at least partial profit on this. Think how cool that is for your Ola Prime account when you're prop trading and you're able to just, quickly capture P&L and therefore not have to, don't go into any drawdown, which is really awesome, right? So as I said, totally yours, totally free. I do this 1,000 times a day. Now we run a little bit higher, which is great, but we already captured our money, so it's good for us. Again, this is just to show you that all the edge, in my opinion, is at the edges. Asia session high, right? Making fresh session highs over here. This is where the trades are. So under our rules, if this holds Asia session high, we're going to try and go long on the assumption that there's going to be further extension. Although I got to say, this is a pretty big vertical move. It definitely calls for a possible retrace. But let's see if it holds. First of all, 4 or 5 seconds. It's got to hold the Asia session high. Does it hold? Okay, now let me see something else here. Why is this not showing? This should show a All right, let's go long here on this. I'm going to go long, and I'm actually going to move my stop probably to around like maybe 95, just for argument's sake. Watch this, 44.95. Just simply modify, and boom, you see how fast the stop moves. In the meantime, now I'm starting to get a little bit ahead on the trade, right? A little bit on the head on the trade. Partial close. Now I'm at break even. Boom, I'm done. Now whatever I have left is just stubby business. And now all of my, all of the P&L is right then and there. See that? See, I captured all that P&L super, super quick. If you want to see all those in the histories, you see, well, actually, it's not even showing you the partials. It's just showing you some of the stuff. But you see how quickly it moves around? It's really, really cool that way. So that's the beautiful scalper part of this whole thing. By the way, this is just to let you know, you may guess this is like a horrible net P&L. This is a test account. This is me banging away an account that we were testing a lot of software on. So if you want to see what the actual numbers were since I started trading with you today, which is really the only thing that matters, right? Sorry, let me show you today's history because I want to show you the. Wait, where am I? Oh, hold on. Where is it? Oh, no. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Just very, very quickly. Look how quickly I locked in all this P&L for you guys with very, very small size. Anyways, just wanted to show that to you. Okay, Peter. Yes, I got your email. So I'll double check to make sure that our emails are going out to you. Diva song? Sorry, what are you talking about? Peter? What are you talking about, the Diva song? What are you referring to? So again, I just want to show you session highs breaking out. I probably should be pushing more, but we are like once we get to this very, very steep 45-degree vertical ascent, I actually want to start looking for reversal trades. So I want to look at for point of control sell trades. There's more point of control sell trades over here. So at this point, it'd be like around the 12 level, 12 level on the futures. If we start breaking that level, we have a chance to reverse and sell against the highs, which we're going to do over here too. And again, you're going to see the tool coming very, very handy on trading the reversal. But you guys saw how like all the Asia session highs were excellent buy. This is like, most retail traders like to sell the highs, and that's why they constantly lose money. But those are very potent breakout signals that go higher. I'm actually curious just to see how Nasdaq is dead. So it's interesting. Gold is the only trade right now. Nobody else seems to be really caring about the Iranian news. Okay, so we are right here. If you look at the magnifying glass, we broke the 10 level. 28 seconds left, right? 26 seconds left. If we stay below the 10 level, that's going to give us a short against the high. But we got to stay at this level. If the price climbs back up above 10, then we don't have a sell signal. It's just simply a shallow retrace, and the buyers are too strong. They want to try and bid it back up. 6-7 seconds left. So far, the little target is staying in place, and now it goes away. You get the X, means no trade. Target means there's a trade. So right now we got an X, we got no trade, and we just simply sit tight and let the buyers do their thing until eventually they exhaust themselves and we find a point of reversal that we can try to trade. Most of the time, you guys just hear sirens from NYPD and FDNY, an ambulance in my office. But occasionally, some guy will be driving around with like the biggest boombox ever, and the guy just drove in the street, like with some Jamaican funk. That was just great. You could hear it literally from miles away, booming away. I don't know if you guys heard it in the background here. All right, we are, how much time we got? 40 seconds left. Maybe getting a point of control sell. We'll see. Yeah, right? You hear it? It's just like, it's reggae. He's playing reggae, man. It's really wild. Jeez, I can't imagine how loud that must be in the street if I can hear it. 18 seconds left. Barely giving us a sig. If it trades, we will trade it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hitting the sell button. Oops, shit, where's my sell? Oh, why is this not working? Sell. What's going on? Ah, my computer's frozen. Damn it. Okay, hold on. All right, sorry about that. I hit the sell for some reason. I'm obviously very late.
Someone is at the front door.
I'm obviously very late, but and I kind of messed up the thing. Oh, what's going on over here?
Someone is at front door.
Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Hang on. Who's this? Hello? Yeah, sorry. I'm not there, guys. I'm not there.
Do you need the matcha?
No, thank you. We're good. Thank you.
Is it by your door?
No, I won't be there. It's okay. We're in the city, so I have the matzo in the city. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you, but we're good. Okay?
The round matcha?
Yeah. Thank you. I'm not going to be there, so I really appreciate it, but it's no need. Give it to somebody who can use it because we're going to be in the city. Okay?
Passover?
Yeah.
And have a good one. Happy
Okay,
Passover.
you too. Happy holiday. Thank you, guys. Sorry, guys. That was that was my house in New Jersey. There were some Hasidim who were giving away like free matzah, but we're not going to be in Jersey, so I just wanted to tell them not to waste his time. Okay, so this got completely screwed as a trade. He would have worked perfectly as a trade, but something happened. Remember, I'm trading on my Mac. By the way, look at this big reversal. Holy shit, what a move. We got to take this trade. Forget everything we're going to do right now. We're going to take this trade to the long side. As long as this Asia session highs, we're going to focus on this reversal. This reversal worked for the 4 points that we wanted, but then it just made a massive flip. So we gotta follow the flow here. This is, oh wow, what a move. Jesus. All right, let's go buy it. Here's the problem. Sorry. Ah, shit. I gotta go. All my settings are all messed up. Sorry, my whole computer crashed, so everything got messed up. All right, we're gonna just trade this on the look at this flow, look at this move. Did you guys see that? For all the screw up, you see how fast that P&L'd, how big the trades were? That all popped up really hard. Did you see that? That was a massive runner. Wow, what a trade, what a move. So you can see that, we had a small reversal, and then when you had a big reversal like that, you just had to chase it the other way. It was super easy to capture that. And as I said, the tool, because even though I was late, and remember, I'm not trading on this computer. What you guys are seeing is a virtual screen, because I'm trading on my Mac, and I'm just too lazy to trade off the PC with you guys, because all of my streaming stuff was on the Mac, and I didn't want to bring the PC on here. But that's why I have all these glitches that are going on, because the PC is like to the side. If I was trading it directly, I wouldn't have any of these MetaTrader glitches, because I'm basically trading through a virtual screen. But even with all those just unnecessary technical barriers, still we're able to completely flip it around and turn it up. It was a really, really fast move. Okay, now it gets interesting. Now, do we have any kind of reversal here? This is a massive point. This is a huge. Selling it over here is just not that interesting. The much more interesting thing, I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to watch this. Here we go. Here's the point of sell at around this 28 level. Okay, we have another fresh Asia session high. Gold really, really exploding. I guess gold likes this news much more than NASDAQ. Gold is really vibing the piece. And it's going up to the 45.50, which was a big resist yesterday, right? Now this gets really interesting, because we have massive volatility move up. This is a big X telling you it's a huge volatility candle. So, do I really, really want to take it up? Secondly, we have this big resist of the 45.50 level. And everything in my gut tells me that I'd rather be a seller than a buyer. So I'm going to try and do a little bit of a sell here and see if I could get this thing to come back down my way, and maybe even do a little partial closes, and look how quickly I'm able to capture that on the way back on the partial closes. Just boom, 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 right? Super, super easy, nice and clean. Just boom, 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 taking it over here. So yeah, really cool. Really, really cool. So generally you would have gone up, but this is already third, fourth Asia session high. I remember that 45.50 was a big resist yesterday. So super easy short clip over here. Peter, I've long ago tried to stop figuring out the logic behind gold runs and gold non-runs, but yeah, all I can tell you is the price action is telling us that the gold likes this news, apparently, or at least seeing a little bit of a big rally covering up. Now this gets really interesting, because now we are at yesterday's highs, big resist. May see a little bit of resistance here, maybe even see a reversal move here. But the really interesting part is if we bust through here, then it's really possible that we could just put another $100 on gold before the end of the night. Like, the buyers this is what you're seeing. Somebody was asking me about order flow trading. My friend, we are order flow. We can see order flow through price. That's the whole idea of dots. Dots is basically the mechanism that doesn't require you to have volume or order flow or anything else to confuse you. The only thing that matters is price, and order flow showcases itself within price if you know how to read it. So this is order flow up, order flow up, order flow up. These are all big order flow candles, and we can see that on the dot scale. And obviously we traded it, very well to the upside, and then we also traded against it when we know that there was a big resist level there beforehand. So hopefully that explains it for you. So we're following futures because it's just a little bit easier to see all the levels. The dashed line is the VWAP line here for those of you guys who are following. The upper line is the 8-period SMA. Opening range high is the green. Red is the low. We're well above it. So we've had massive buying come into the market at the beginning of Asia trade, 7:45, right? So maybe another 10, 15 minutes before Tokyo comes on board. See if there's any more flows, but there was clearly big order flows on the open, with a lot of people making a bet that gold goes higher today. Let's see if they're right. Next move up here is going to be a test of Asia session highs again. Yes. So Sam from Ola Prime, who trades with me on special days, is a master at footprint, and he's really interesting to have him around, because it's kind of like when you have him around, you get both my price analysis and his volume analysis together. But for our purposes, we just stick to our dots indicator, because it's enough. It very, very frequently dovetails with footprint analysis, and we don't have to watch two separate indicators at the same time. All right, we're getting close. We can make fresh breakouts and hold them. We got to go long. So we'll see. Kippy, so glad you banged it, baby. Very nice. Come hang out with us. We trade every day, 9 to 10:30 NASDAQ, and every night, Monday through Wednesday, and gold, 7 to 8:30, New York times. So very excited to have new people along. If you're interested in the methodology and the ideas, here's a dots playbook, and also here's the ORB playbook. By the way, sorry, we have two playbooks. Bookmark both of them. I update them quite frequently, and all the rules are in there. So if you're interested in coming hang out with us, hang with us. We bang it, baby. Nice. Welcome along. Always great to have new people follow us. As long as you don't mind a potty mouth. I realized something really interesting. I am so much cleaner at night than I am during the day, right? I don't even it must be subconscious, man. I never drop the F-bomb at night. And I'm like, every other word is an F-bomb in the morning, right? What the hell's wrong with me? Like a Mr. Jackal, Dr. Hyde, right? Right, guys? It's like, I'm a choir boy at night. What happened? You should have heard me this morning. Oh my God. I think I broke my own un-PC record. I was just ranting and raving against the Youngs. And I said, I hate them all. They should have all been strangled at birth. And everybody just went nuts. And I was like, guys, I'm kidding, obviously. I meant that they should have been slapped at birth, not strangled. But that was hilarious. Everybody just went absolutely nuts because I was ranting and raving against the Youngs today. That's true. Actually, you're right, astrologer. Yes, gold is a really, ironically enough, gold is a volatile instrument, but it's very chill in Asia. There isn't like a lot of NASDAQ is just crazy two-way action in the morning. So you just you're like a rabid dog biting for every tick that you can. But gold, yeah, it is kind of a chill, more or less ordered move. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit calmer. Pretty big range though, guys. That's look at this $100 range in the first hour of Asia trade, which tells you, by the way, so if you're trading through Asia, or maybe you're going to trade Europe morning, I think gold is going to be the trade. I mean, if you look, let's look at NASDAQ. Is NASDAQ just basically comatose? Yeah, NASDAQ is comatose. There's nothing to do on NASDAQ, right? It's interesting. Equities just like we're checked out, but gold seems to be the instrument to express all this sentiment with, which means this is going to be the trade in the next couple of hours, or for the next 24 hours, as a perfect trade for all of our tools of darkness, all of our arsenal of deceit, of trading deceit that we do here. Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I literally stopped trading eval accounts today, and actually traded all my fundeds in a super, I only had, I would say, one, what's the word? One tilty moment. I'm going to call it a tilty moment in my fundeds, where I actually, remember I said I'm never going to go more than one micro large. I went 2 micro large, and I consider it to be a tilting moment. It's funny when you think about it, because a tilting moment is about two mini larges, right? Or maybe 5 mini larges. But I went 2 micro larges, which was, I said, oh, you're tilting. You're really losing your shit. You promised everybody you're going to trade one. That was the only time out of, I think, about 30 trades today that I mini tilted. I think, I just got a, I just got a great idea. You know how we have my free eval, my trade analysis software that everybody has for free, with all the metrics. By the way, again, everybody who's new here, guys, I am going to showcase so much cool stuff on Saturday. Sign up for this webinar. This is going to be the ORB webinar. I'm going to explain all of our dirty tricks. By the way, got to go long. Asia session high. Let's go. We're long. Let's see if this is going to work. And I want to, where's my stop? I want my stop actually to be really wide, 45.28. Watch this. Watch what I can do. 4.528. Modify. See, I move my stop. Shh, guys, stop. The doggies are on the patrol. All right, so we bought the high. We're going to stay very, very patient on this, but this is the swing low underneath which we got to stay. Otherwise, it's really not a legitimate exit on this trade. Maybe we peaked, and if we did, we did. But let's give this thing a little bit more. Now it looks like we totally peaked. I bought the high on this thing. I got a little too aggressive. All right, fine. But this is where we got to hang. We're going to hang underneath here. If it holds that level, they're going to try and push it a little higher here. We're trading the 450s. See if we can try to push it into the 460s. This is actually really, if you're looking at this carefully, pretty much a classic double top. They just exhausted it. But I'm going to hang with a trade unless it's proven wrong. Unless I'm proven wrong on this move here. Let's see if we can do it. This is a tough situation because we actually have 2 contradictory signals. We had the Asia session high, which we're still holding underneath here, but then we also have a pretty legitimate reversal signal over here. I think I can go both ways. I'm just going to try and do it. I think I can go both ways just for argument's sake. I think oh no, maybe it's not. Can I go both ways? Yeah, maybe I can. No, I can't. I have to go into a different account. So, okay, I'm going to close this up. I'm just going to get out of this. Close all. I'm going to sell this. I'm going to reverse this because it's a much bigger reversal trade. Why is this not selling? Oh God, the platform is frozen again. Oh man, what's going on? What's going on? Why is this frozen again? I think this indicator that I made is just not made for. Huh. Okay, I don't know. I went back to my real account here because something is wrong with the other account. We're just gonna have to try and trade it the best we can. All right, let's do this for real now, because that account was just getting killed by that indicator. Wait, is this working now? It's also not working. What's going on? Hold on. Okay. All right, it is working. Let me see what's going on over here. Okay. I took myself out of this trade, even though it didn't hit my stop, because, you know, I made the big mistake, but we're getting a second push higher, and I want to stay true to the signals here. So we're going to go long this thing. Hopefully it's going to work. Let me see. I got to go 1,000 up, 1,000 up, just to make sure that I'm good. Okay. Okay, good. I'm long this in a proper fashion. I want to make this okay, 400, 45.50. Let's just put this at 45.50. Okay, I have this proper exit. I have now this in partial exit, so I can just go close partial. Now I'm down to half, close partial. Now I'm down to just a quarter, and now I'm just basically managing it a break even, which is exactly what I want. All right, I guess I'm learning the hard way that much as I want to, this indicator that I made for you guys, the ORB indicator, cannot be on the charts. It seems to really, really screw up my it basically just totally chokes up the MetaTrader 5 thing. It's the second night in a row where that indicator has really choked us up. So we're gonna have to try to probably trade without it, or I'm gonna have to make an indicator that doesn't have the stress on it as much as I did. So still holding, I guess, about a half, right? And by the way, here's another cool thing. Watch this. I can do a quarter of this, right? I can just do a close quarter of this, and now I'm just down to 7/10. It's just a really great way of shaving my inventory while keeping my risk at zero. My risk is zero because I'm at break even, but I can just shave my inventory off at a click of a button, right? And all the P&L. Just look at this. We're just basically targeting the 45.50 area, and it just keeps going. Yeah, I'm sorry I took myself out of that trade. It just got a little too hairy, because one of the things that I keep trying to tell people in the New York time, in the New York session trade, is that you really have to honor the stops. The natural stop, like when you're long this trade, everything in between here is noise. The only time it becomes a real stop is when you have the swing low, which is the lowest low between these 2 points. That's the low that you want to be trading against. If it breaks the swing low, it means the buyers gave up. As long as it hangs, there's zero reason we should have hung in the thing, and it was basically a retrace, and that's a key thing in terms of seeing context. Dots really give you very, very good context of exactly what's happening to price. So you just got to trust that context. I fucked up on that one. There you go. I dropped my first F-bomb for the night. So my apologies. But sorry, I'm still a little bit annoyed and peeved because clearly the indicator that I have is causing some kind of problems on the MetaTrader platform, because having both the execution and the indicator on the platform is just creating all sorts of execution issues. That's why it wasn't printing like the way I'd want to. So I may have to rewrite the whole thing. Martin, how are you? Good to see you, man. Happy midnight. Guys, get out, get out. Can the door be closed, please? I need total silence. Can my door be closed? Close my door, please. So now we've spent, what is that? About good 20 minutes at these levels, not making any forward progress, just consolidation, right? So now, if we don't make fresh highs and start breaking out fresh highs, it's much more reasonable that the break of this low at 45 could be a legitimate reversal signal. Unless we go to fresh highs, and then we stay with a price. Asia session highs. There we go. We held and we pressed higher. Buyers are not giving an inch, so we stick with a strong hand and stop trying to pick tops until the tops pick us. Let's see. So they pushed higher, but got really badly smacked. Look at that. Could not hold the highs at all. So now it gets interesting. 21 seconds left. Do we break the 45? Do we go down the other way? Then it becomes a lot easier for us to take that short. 13, 12 seconds. Looks like we're breaking the lows, right? Looks like we're going to take the lows. So we're going to take the sell here. Let's see. Do we take the sell? Let's make sure that it's a sell. Yeah, barely a sell. Good enough. Let's take it. Why is this not working? Okay. All right. For some reason, something is going on with my whole MetaTrader thing that is just driving me nuts. So I'm kind of have to go off screen to try to make these trades for you guys. Let's see. Let's see if it's gonna work. So we took this. Basically, we're taking this this reversal sell here. It wasn't a great sell, actually. It would have been much better if it kind of ended up on the lows. It may be just another fake out sell. Notice that every reversal trade I'm making is kind of been a bust. But I think this one may hold. I think we may have a little bit of room to the downside. I think if we're going to bet on a reversal, this one might be the right one. See, starting to press, getting a purple signal, which means we're starting to go lower, right? But not really, not yet. Not on cash though. Nope. Look at this. Buyers coming right back. You get a white dot on a reversal. We're going to take that white dot. If this white dot stays in place, we're going to go right. We're going to reverse ourselves to long. Three, two, one. Going to reverse ourselves to long. Going to close all. Going to buy ourselves. Buy. And try to go ourselves long. Okay, partial close. Partial close. Get a little bit higher. See if we can get a little bit higher there. Green Otter, the problem with the open is that because of daylight savings time, it used to be 8, and I think maybe it became 9. So okay, we just came out break even on this, which is fine. So we made as much money as we could on this reversal on a move, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes for the rest of the trade. Let's see if this finally. My valiant effort to try to pick shorts here. This is going back again into a short signal, and I'm going to keep trading the short signal because it's part of our process. 47 seconds left. If the short signal stays, we're going to take it because we're pushing higher, but eventually we're going to have to do a little bit of a corrective move here. So what I was going to say is the reason why the 8 o'clock has been a failure is because of it's basically becomes 9 o'clock is when Shanghai opens now because of daylight savings time. So it kind of skews all of the trades for the time being, and that's why we're not able to trade them. Okay, small sell. We're going to take this and see if it holds. We're in at around 48. Get down to like maybe 45. We'll start taking some partial exits. Partial close. Oops. Oh, what happened? Oh, it just came right back. I guess we took the partial exit and it just came right back on us. I want to sell more. This looks like it's a sell. I'm going to stay this. I basically put my stops at 45.60. So if I put my stop at 45.60, let's see if I can modify it there. And just hold that against it. See if this is indeed a sell. And just hold it down against this position. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a move here. So I have a point of control sell, purple dot, all sorts of good signals for us to think that we have a little bit more downside action. Yeah. We're kind of on pre-market right now. That's why. Gold spiked after New York news, Martin, because the Israeli Channel 12 broke the news that there's going to be a 30-day ceasefire, right? Which everybody got very, very excited about. And then like 2 minutes later, the Iranians came and said, they're going to piss all over that news. And so nobody really knows if there's negotiation going on, or even if the negotiation going on is happening with a guy that has any power over the negotiation. But right now, everybody's sort of, I think, assuming the happy place. Gold is assuming the happy place. NASDAQ is just pieced out. NASDAQ has basically decided it doesn't even want to play. So NASDAQ's kind of pieced out of the whole situation. It's distributed a little bit, but it's very narrow ranges. But gold is expressing pretty strong, positive flow here. And we've been running this whole positive flow properly. And now I just sort of decided, okay, I'm going to try and take a couple of reversal trades because we've had a big run and we're starting to show a few reversal signals. But the very fact that we're not falling is actually super bullish, and it means that we're probably going to go higher. So I don't know how much more this short trade is going to give us as far as the trade go. I'm going to hang in it for another couple of minutes. We have a natural stop against the highs, so we'll see how that goes. But you see, the bulls are just unstoppable right now. Not only one of the things that you see by this kind of price action that's very, if you're bullish, this is very, very impressive, is you notice that we're seeing zero trade underneath the 8-period SMA. Every time they come down to the smallest of retrace levels, there's a ton of buyers here. There's a ton of buyers, right? And that tells you that there's a lot of bid underneath here. Finally, at least this afternoon, this morning, everybody's really turned bullish. If we're going to break fresh session highs, we're going to reverse on this trade. Hopefully, this thing still working. That I'm able to. The buttons are still working. It's really driving me nuts that it wasn't working before. All right, the high levels on this session highs are like around 453. Yeah, volatility is eroding a little bit, but we're going to give it a few more minutes. I'll hang with you guys for a few more minutes because it's sort of an interesting play here. You can really make a case for both sides at this point. We're still holding bid. We're still above 8 SMA, but we can't really break the fresh session highs. So the short still stays in place, but we start taking out the 4.560. You want to get long because it means they're going to try to run. They want to run it all the way to 4,600. Everything that you're seeing so far has been just buying power. All these big X's are big buying. NQ is trying to reverse. I'm starting to buy. Oh, look at this. NQ is buying is buying the fresh session highs here. Interesting. We can see and watch if it's going to print. We're above the VWAP. Let's see if it's going to ORB break up. You're right. And gold really stalled. Really interesting. Come on, baby. Show your hand. You know what? This short is not working. We're gonna close the short. It's not working. I mean, it's at the border, but I start breaking out. I gotta take the breakouts here. The buyers are just too strong. You gotta every fade attempt. I kept saying every fade attempt today was a sucker trade, right? The real trade is it's been a straight up trade. And trying to pick bottoms in this kind of trying to pick bottoms in a market with no retraces, really big sucker trade right now. So let's see if I can get an Asia session high push, and then we can push it a little bit higher. All right, my last attempt. Couldn't make those highs and really starting to break lower now. So let's press it. Let's see if this is finally the push down to the 540s, which is kind of where we want to go on a little bit of profit taking. 545. Starting to get close to our levels. Look at that. See, it's starting to really pick up. Now we can actually do close quarter. See if it wants to come back and hit me on all those big moves. There we go. Come on. Come to Poppy. Come to Poppy. All right, that level is going to get done. What are we in? Take profit is 38.05. See if we break down a little bit. I'm going to take another quarter off. And another quarter off. Just to lock myself down. See, the great thing I love about this tool is you don't have to be exactly right. It just gives you the opportunity to just constantly keep taking inventory off. See how I'm shaving all the inventory off? I'm locking in maybe 80-90% of my profit, but by doing that, I'm zeroing my risk, right? There's nothing worse than being up 1,000 only to be down 1,000, because that basically means you're down 2,000. In this case, okay, maybe I've locked in 600, 700, 800, not the full 1,000, but I have zero risk. And I love that ability, right? I love that ability. Now I just have a little bit of a stub, and if I really wanted to, I can do another. So now all I have left is 17 tenths of a lot, and whatever is left as a stub here, we can let that play. And that basically brought everything back. Oh, where's MNQ? Did we just soar? No, we didn't really soar. Nothing. What are you talking about, Rocket? We just failed. We just failed the ORB in MNQ. Nothing happened, baby. Anyways, we don't trade MNQ in Asia. We trade gold, which is the much more interesting trade. And it did, we did finally look at this. We were able to capitalize a little bit of this on all of this move here, and we got the best of it. So again, the tool is amazing. You can see how easy it is for me to capture profits. Like I'm sitting right now in just completely risk-free positions, and I don't have to do anything. If it comes back out, my loss is going to be zero. If it hits my target, I'm going to pick up a couple of $100 more on this position. But like 90% of the profit of this position has already been realized with me doing nothing more than just pressing this button continuously in a very, very cool way. Okay, risk out. I'm basically risk out. And this whole trade, which did not go to full target, like this is the difference between somebody trading for real, for a regular versus somebody trading with the one-click trader. Somebody trading for regular would have already lost 50% of their profits if they held on, or maybe they covered the whole thing up here, whereas I covered everything all the way down, getting the maximal. If you notice this, look at me, I'm getting maximal price exits, whereas somebody who's just now trying to escape with any kind of money is going to cover at minimal price exits, right? Look, this actually, you can literally see on the chart. It's very, very cool how I am covering all my exits at maximal price exits, right? And the blended prices, like my exit price is so much better because I exited 90% of my position near the target, whereas somebody who would have been manual would have basically been just trying to cover himself at half the target, right? So very cool. Hope you guys liked it. I'm gonna run. We had a lot of fun. I'm still gonna tomorrow come back again. I'm gonna try and see what's going on with my tweaks over here. Maybe we just have to just run the this without the indicator on MetaTrader, because maybe MetaTrader does not play well with EAs and indicators on the same thing, or maybe we just simply make very, very, very simple indicators that don't stress out the CPU. But whatever it is, I will have a full suite of analytics for you guys one way or the other. And most importantly, the EA itself, which is completely different and fully functioning and performing really, really well, is going to be something I'm going to showcase on Saturday. So come on Saturday, come hang out with me. Okay, guys? Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Every trade with our friends at Ola Prime. As I said, if you open an account with Ola, this tool is yours totally for free. And if nothing else, I just hope that you guys can appreciate it and how cool it is. Look at this. Me exiting at absolute lows with this tool with zero effort on my part. Just super, super easy. Impossible to do that manually. And this, if nothing else, this thing gives you that value. Same thing, by the way, me exiting at all session highs. Look at me exiting at absolute best highs on this tool to the upside. Just can't beat that. And I'll keep doing it tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And, hopefully you guys will really like it. Thank you guys. Everybody have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.